Welcome back to the channel, folks. My name's John Bull, and this is another Solely Voids episode, your free-to-play series where we only use Void champions. Okay, we're up to a lot, folks. We are up to a lot. So it's CVC. We're a tier 2 clan now, so we're moving up in the world, and we're pretty close to maxing these rewards. Gonna be pretty nice, you know. The blue shards are always good. Epic book, always super helpful, but actually the chickens right now are going to be particularly helpful for us. So I'm really looking forward to that. So we've been up to a variety of different things. We've moved forward in these missions. So we're at the point where we have to earn 15,000 points from events in the Ramantu mission. And then here we need to start earning Mortal Soul coins from the Iron Twins Fortress. Should be easy, folks, because we are now, as you know, farming stage 15. Of all of those, and it hasn't failed one time in all of this. Okay, Faction Wars. We made a little bit of growth here. We got all the way to stage 18. That's as far as our keys would allow us. And we were able to 3-star stage 14 and 15, but we're still in the development phase of those champions. So what do I mean by that? Well, I mean that we have one of them 6-starred, and I think he's got a 6-star mastery, but he didn't when I completed that crypt, but his gear is still leveling. So we did finally get Seducer to 6-star, and he does have the final War Master Mastery, but he still has levels to go, and he still has gear to upgrade. So he is not yet complete, but we're getting there. You know, we're getting there slowly but surely. Veteran, leveled. We have these 2 masteries, but guess what, folks? As we go back in here, the Orc Crypt is wrapped up. We're done. Beat the whole thing. I think we had like our Huntress at like 1 HP, and we got a shield up for the last hit, and he survived it, or she survived it rather, and so we made it through on that. So we're just down to just a handful. Last steps in Skinwalkers. I'm hoping that'll be done by the end of the week. Demon Spawn, Undead, and then Dwarf has a lot of work, and Shadowkin has a lot of work. Dwarf's coming along, though. Dwarf is coming along. We have a variety of different dwarfs ready to go. So now, not only is Kurzat our only 6-star with masteries, but where are you at, buddy? Rugnor's also up there. Gear also needs upgrading, but he's got the max mastery, so he's golden. He's ready to go. His levels are there. But then we've also started making a little bit of progress on Baradol. We have not worked on masteries, but we have gotten him to 5-star, just kind of in the process. And we basically, at this point, maxed out this training event, because we got 2 different 6-star champions food ready and working on the next one. And really, there's not a big need for me to get mythical tomes, so I'm probably just going to be done with this. There might be some periodic ones of leveling, though. In the process of that, we've really hammered out some dungeon divers. We probably should get these Titan points, because we have the opportunity to get some good goodies within that. Titan event, we'll talk about it later. It will be around for a while. And again, it seems like so long ago, folks, and it wasn't even that long ago. We did get Ignore Defense and Speed maxed out. That's been the biggest game changer. I'm glad I went and did this. You know, Live Arena is probably the single most important thing that you can be doing to progress your account. It makes a huge difference in all these different modes. I don't think I would be putting up half the damages, half the achievements I've had without a little bit of this. So I think since this is now, I'm not sure I'm going to need much more than this. If I ever do, I can come back, but I think what I'm going to start doing is hard focusing Sand Devil. We're going to go speed and HP. That's going to be the big thing, particularly speed. So I have 2 keys left. So I was able to get my 5 wins in 9 keys, so we have exactly 1 fight to do. We've been using all the keys every week. Actually, I take that back. I got 5 wins in 14 keys, so it's been a little bit rough. But even with that win percentage, folks, I made progress towards Quintus, and that's kind of what I had talked about. It's like if you win 2 in a row, like it raises the minimum that you can have. So being able to string off wins in any way is a big deal. So we typically go Arbiter first pick. Not going to happen here. So here what we're going to do is we're going to go Lady Noelle and Shu Zhen. Shu Zhen is my fastest champion. She's probably the most banned. But a lot of times people will ban my reviver because I'll go no revivers after this. And I actually only go 1 damage dealer. And I just go all speed all day. I win or I lose. And it's really made my life a whole lot better because then I don't really have to, I guess, go through the whole rigmarole of trying to grind out every little fight. And it makes things go a whole lot faster. So, and we can win if they ban Yakarl, and we'll kind of go through that. So I think, so this is 6% less speed, likely fastest champion. I think I am going to ban the Arbiter, and like we had Shuzen. I don't think we win this speed race. This is probably going to be a loss for us, but we'll go ahead and give it a shot. We will see. It just all depends on how fast their fastest champion is, but my guess is with a Lysandra, it's faster than what we got. It sure is. So unless we can cut in somehow. Okay. If Lady Noelle can stay alive, that's the one thing about her that is good, but he is going to block revive here more than likely. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and quit, and that's honestly what it looks like. We win or we lose, and we win or we lose fast, and so that's been allowing me to grind out a pretty good amount of wins. Battle log, you know, here's what the last 10 or so looks like. So it looks like we ended on a win, which is, I guess, pretty typical. But then here, as you can see, when you go 2 losses in a row and then win, that takes my lowest, you know, it takes my previous low score was going to be 129. I lose twice and win, and now my new low score is 132. And you can just start ticking away at this as long as you can try your best to avoid losing 3 in a row, because 3 in a row is just a break even. But I have ran into some bots that are honestly pretty tough and super, super annoying. Okay, otherwise, moving forward, we're going to quit champ training. So we have upgraded. Who did we 6-star? You already saw one of them. Seducer was one of them. And we did decide to 6-star Daywalker. He doesn't help me in any faction crypts, but he's going to help me in the Sand Devil, and I really need to start making progress there. He's got a lot of work to go, honestly, as far as gear. I'm very concerned about this HP level not being high enough because his defense is, this is defensive percent and this is defensive percent. Luckily, I did get a good sub-sat roll here, and he does have a good amount of HP rolls within his gear sets that can be glyphed up, so I think that those are positives in our direction, but I am a little bit concerned about maybe this build not quite being good enough. But we'll just continue to master him out. I had original intentions of going War Master to try to keep the speed, the speed of the run up. But then we're also going to need to get Spirit Haste because his build is going to revolve around food. And so we'll try to get him in there. And then here we are leveling up Yuzan through leveling him in Masteries. And then he'll be my next 6-star just to make sure. And if he's not my next 6-star, Drowned Bloat Wraith will be. Because we just need to finish this faction crypt nonsense up. Okay. That's it, folks. My big meeting still is ahead of me, so I'm not sure we're going to have any more videos until the weekend. But I've missed it. I missed making videos. I really do like it. So hopefully this was enjoyable for you. I don't think it's particularly long, but I'm going to ask you once again to not forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and I will see you on the other side.